Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Once again, we have some new exciting product from Dior that has just been launched. So on today's video, I'm going to review, demo and swatch the new eyeshadow Cannage limited edition at Dior. I picked up 3 eyeshadow palettes. So we have the Midnight Lame, the brown Brocart and rose Moire. I'm also going to compare these new ones versus the ones we've had last year. Such an amazing launch last year. I still use them very often. I love the formula, so I'm quite curious to see this year. Before I get into the eyeshadow, Dior has also launched a few variations of its iconic Dior Overvolume mascara. So I have the original here. This is one of my all-time favorites. Well, all-time. It's been out for what, just over a year now. But I do repurchase this mascara on repeat because it is just amazing. So you now have a waterproof formula that comes in that silver wand packaging. This is such a dry mascara on its own. I feel like even if you, I guess if you want to go in the water with it, it's probably the only reason why you would need a waterproof version of this. And you also have colored mascara with this same formula. I'm not gonna pick up any of those colored mascara. I've tried brown mascara and I just think it doesn't work for me. I like the idea, but I'd like my mascara to be quite, I like a black mascara. I like my mascara to be black. But if you are interested, please know that this amazing formula is now available with color into it. So let's have a look at the new eyeshadow Cannage 5 Couleurs. It is obviously a limited edition, and I find it so sad that it's a limited edition. I just think people would actually enjoy buying those eyeshadow, the 5 Couleurs, all year around. I get the marketing for it, but equally I just think, personal opinion, they should be part of the permanent collection. Anyway, let's have a look at what we have. Let's start with Midnight Lame, the 170, and also the limited edition eyeshadow 5 Couleurs. Shelf life is only 6 months, so you kind of need to hurry up and use them if you are, if you are respecting the 6 months shelf life. So this is your Midnight Lame. Blue is having a very big time for spring this year. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. Have different finishes in the palette. You've got some shimmer, you've got a satin finish, you've got a matte finish. This is beautiful. I have seen some people trying to compare this to the Chanel denim collection. I don't think you can actually compare them. Like, fair enough, they are blue shades, but I think they are two complete different collections. Chanel has more of that ethereal look, something very sheer, something very elegant. I'm not saying Dior is not elegant. I just think there's a fundamental difference between the two brands. It comes down to personal preference. Do you want to have something that is a little bit more bold and, electric as a blue shade, or something a little bit more ethereal, barely there, just a little bit more of a sheen of a color? Then that's up to you. Otherwise, Guerlain is absolutely stunning. If you want to have a pop of color, a little bit playful, fresh, gorgeous. Right, let's move on to brown Brocart. But again, is this groundbreaking? Maybe not. It looks like last year's palette. I don't know. I'm going to compare them in a minute. So this is your brown Brocart. I quite like the color story. It feels a little bit more warm, even though you have kind of silver shades at the top. I like the idea. This shade here in the middle is stunning. Obviously, I'm going to swatch them right after, so we can see all the shades. And oh, this one is really calling my name. It is the rose Moire, and I have such a soft spot for pink. Everything pink. I mean, I'm wearing a pink top today. So this is your rose Moire. It's pink, but it got a bit of a gray purple tone to it. It is stunning. It's kind of a declination of the pink organza that we've had last year. So now let's compare them. Okay, so right away I can see some that are very, very similar. So this from last year, the brown cashmere, is so close to the brown brocart. It is like, yeah, it is very, very close. It's quite, you know, it's maybe if you have this, maybe you don't need this. I'm hoping the formula is the same and we're having something absolutely stunning. This was from last year, the pink organza, and this year we have the rose moire. Still, so this is definitely more pink. This has more of a gray purple feel to it, so not completely the same. So there is definitely a difference here. And last year this was the silk taupe that is not too far from this year, the rose moire again. I guess it's just a little bit in between, it's different, but and this year I didn't pick up this one just because the color story was really not appealing to me. And I guess this one is completely new for this year. We didn't have anything like this last year, but I feel like blue was not as trendy last year, and this year there is blue, baby blue, blue jeans everywhere. I have done the full swatch of the 3 eyeshadow 5 couleurs. My arm is completely full. So it's the same beautiful creamy formula. There is nothing that has fallen anywhere. It is a beautiful, beautiful formula. However, I can tell you right away, it's more of an ethereal look to the palette. Even the blue, like obviously the two shades, these two shades are definitely more well, this one and this one, I guess, definitely more pigmented, but I think overall, I'm seeing something very ethereal, very that's the feel we have this year. I do have a soft spot for the brown brocart and the rose moire. I think they really do stand out for me. The blue is nice, but I know it's not the one that I'm going to be wearing the most. Sparkly, they have that iridescence to it. They have that sheer, just, they are really nice, but I think we're somewhere completely different from where we were last year with the Cannage. I think last year they were a little bit more elevated, a little bit more of that silky satin finish powder. This year it's more of that ethereal, very sparkly, very... I see a difference versus last year, because when I was just looking at the shade, I thought, well, maybe is this a mistake? Are we just having the same shade? But actually they are quite different. They feel as nice. Same formula, just a different twist to it. And I'm quite... So now let's try on the eyeshadow 5 couleurs. I think I'm gonna start with this one because it's, you know, very matchy. I really like how this looks. All right, let's go and let's apply this shade to start. See what I mean by very ethereal? It's very light. Not a bad thing, it's just, I think that's just the type of collection we're having this year. And I'm gonna take this shade and just bring it down here towards the outer corner. Definitely a little bit more dark, but nothing crazy. This makes me think of the Chanel Camellia Futura collection, a little bit that kind of tone of ethereal. I don't know, there's something that makes me think of it a little bit. And I'm gonna take a flat brush and use this pink shade here and just add some here. Let's go with a crease brush like this with the darker shade. Wow. It's a very easy to work palette. It's just, everything just blends very easily. Same shade at the bottom here. See if I come closer. This is such an easy palette to work with and to apply. I mean, look at this. It's very soft, it's very delicate, and yet I love the tone. I think for me, the tone of the eyeshadow palette is just beautiful. I'm gonna add just a little bit of the topper down here. Yeah, I really like it. Some of you might say, you know, it's not necessarily groundbreaking and you probably have similar shade into a different palette. Agree, I can't really say anything about that. I love how it looks. I love how they're creamy. It's a nice powdery creamy formula. Onto this eye, I'm gonna go with the blue so you can actually see the contrast and what pops, but I really like the pink. But of course you have to, you need to want something that is very soft and delicate, and it's not like crazy pigmented. If you want something in those tones, but with a greater payoff, I think either YSL or Natasha Denona is probably something that would work better for what you're expecting. Let's start with this blue shade here. Definitely more pigmented. It is nice, but I think on blue eyes it's not the best shade you can have. If you have brown eyes, it's gonna look absolutely stunning on you. Like brown eyes, hazelnut, this palette is literally made for you. Let's add this one. Now I'm gonna take this shade with my finger, just gonna pop some here. It's like this. So you really see the difference between, you know, soft pink that has a little bit more of a cooler undertone. I prefer this over the blue ones. Let's add a little bit of that darker blue just here. Just like this, and I would apply some here under the base of the eyelashes. Of course, it's two different looks, like completely different. I by far prefer the pink one. The blue is nice. I think it's not, for me, this is not an everyday blue eyeshadow palette. If I compare with the result I'm getting at Chanel, obviously they are, as I said, completely different eyeshadow palette, completely different ideas behind the palette and how it looks. But for me, I prefer the Chanel. I think this is a little bit more like blue, teal blue, like just a little bit much for me. Just too much blue, if that makes any sense. It's great. As you can see, there's nothing that has fallen under, because otherwise you would see some blue completely, you know, smudged and dragged onto the skin. Right, I've removed the makeup and I'm gonna go ahead with the brown Brocart palette. And let's go with this shade here. I'm going to apply this beautiful beige shade all over. Let's go ahead with the shade in the center. It is a beautiful shade. This is absolutely stunning. I think this is my favorite palette within the three palettes that I have. Now let's go with this shade here, the lightest shade, and just add some in the inner corner. This is beautiful. You really have a nice reflection, but you don't see it too much. And I'm going to take the darker brown in the palette and just add some here. Same here. I really like this. It is stunning. Definitely a little bit warmer, I guess, but the silver is not, I don't know, hard to say exactly. And then I think I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. I'm gonna mix the brown and this one to apply under at the base of the eyelashes here. Final thoughts while I finish my makeup. I think last year was really exciting because it was a complete new collection. I'm just gonna apply some bronzer as well. This is the Dior, the Jumbo one in the shade 10 Soft Matte. Yeah, I think last year was really, really exciting. I'm not saying they're not nice. They are. I really, really like this one. I think this is my favorite. And then the pink one is my second favorite. I just think the blue is not the right shade for me. I feel like we've been let down a little bit. I think it's kind of a Dior let down a little bit. They're definitely not a must-have. The formula is really, really nice. It's creamy, it's long-lasting. It's definitely more of a wardrobe eyeshadow palette. It's got something glam to it. It's that ethereal, like this eye look is really nice. I love this brown palette. I think this really stands out. It's a beautiful look. I love how the shades are different. I think the pink, the shades might be a little bit all too close to each other in terms of shade. I need to play a little bit more with it. I like what I'm seeing. I like how it looked onto me, but I think, yeah, I need to play a little bit more with it. And I'm going to finish the look with my Dior lipstick. This is the shade 100 Nude. It's a velvet finish. It is really, really nice. I was expecting something as exciting as last year, which is definitely not the case. They are nice, but they're not a must-have in my opinion. I'm quite curious to know what you guys think. Let me know down below in the comments. Are you planning on picking it? I know some people were really curious with the blue 5 Couleurs eyeshadow pan we have here. Completely different from Chanel and Guerlain, just they went into a completely different direction, and that's absolutely fine because I think there's a place on the market for those eyeshadow. I think now it becomes more of a personal preference. What do you have in your makeup kit? I know I will be using these two for sure. Like for sure I will be using them because I have them as well. The blue, I'm not sure. I might actually gift it to someone who's gonna actually wear those shades, or maybe I just need to play with it a little bit more and kind of find a way to make it work. I'm not sure. Final thoughts, final words. Not a must-have. Great formula, a little bit more of that ethereal look, not as hype and as exciting as last year, but maybe that's just because it is not that new. It's just new shades that we have into a limited edition. Anyhow, this makeup look, all the product I've used on today's look will be listed down below for your convenience. If you do purchase via my link, I earn a small commission. Let me know your thoughts, questions, anything. Let me know down below. Let's keep the conversation going. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. A big thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.